Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
It's time to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight in another grapple-hooking, battle-ringing, joker-gassing episode of this week's adventure of Cosmic Batman 89. This is your GM Patrick here, your Gotham mugger, demanding you fork over that pearl necklace. Joining me in vigilantly patrolling the Art Deco Gothic streets of Tim Burton's take on NYC are my 5 friends and caped crusaders. Across the digital table from me, award-winning photojournalist and alliterative ingenue, it's Myles playing Rami Rail.
Good evening.
On my right, TV anchor that's unable to wear makeup, who looks like the living dead, it's Tyler playing Edrass.
Hello, Patrick.
To his left, she's got an evil smile and is ready to go the extra mile with the big bad bat. It's Rebecca playing Alyndra.
Hello.
To my left, a mean kid, a bad seed, Ysoki that hurt people. It's Drew playing Gnak Feldspar.
Rawr.
And finally, to his left, where does he get those wonderful armor upgrade toys? It's Gibert. That's Andis 148.
Oh,
Yeah, Batman.
Ah, that's okay. I see.
the very colorful world of Tim Burton's Batman. How are you guys doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Ooh,
Pretty good.
Jolly.
Good times. I hope everyone here and listening has been enjoying season 4 so far. Bit of
Not even a little bit.
A barn burner last week. Do you guys remember what happened last week? Do you need any kind of...
I was a little confused, like the whole episode.
I'll never forget last week.
Yeah, I feel like I have a concussion from just being beaten over the head with poor roll after poor roll after.
All I'm doing from now on is searching every single Alien Archive that comes out to see which monsters have confusion as a spell or spell-like ability. It's like, those are going on the roster.
It was like a perfect storm of confusion. It was
yeah,
fun.
just like the last time you fought one of them. This was 2 of them. And indeed, each time everyone failed that, fairly moderate save. I think it was only 21 or 22. Yeah. But
we all rolled like sub 8.
Oh gosh, I need to know. Well, but before we talk too much and give away trivia answers, let's talk about what happened last time on Cosmic Crit. Last week, you guys got into indeed a huge fight with 2 radiation demons. What their names are Prexian mutant spawn. They emerged from these cryo tubes and started combat by indeed confusing the entire Drift Rider team. And they were a lot of single digits, but what was the highest dice roll on the confusion spell saves?
I think it was a 10.
It was, and it was from you.
That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was mine, and it was a 10. Yeah.
With Andis and Edrass confused and locked in combat, the 2 titans traded terrific thrusts and managed to crit one another back to back. But your question, Tyler, is how many crits were there in the episode in total?
Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you going through the chat? I'm going to need your final answer right now.
No, it's 4. I'm counting them in my notes. I'm going to say 4. That's how many I wrote down in my notes.
I believe it was 5.
Oh, I didn't write one down.
You might have.
It probably was another one of Drew's. Where I was
Drew
like, I'm not writing down.
Yeah. With only Gnak attacking these mind-assaulting demons, you guys nearly killed one another. And we had 3 players go down, slip into unconsciousness. Gibert, who was the first to fall in this Drift Rider melee, first intrepid hero to go down.
I want to say Rami, but I actually think it was Andy.
Oh, I need a final answer. You guys, I'll you did both go down. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, come on. I think Andis was already down when. No, Rami did. Rami. Final answer, Rami.
It was a Rami by Alyndra's hand, and then you were like the next turn.
It was like immediately next. I fell down too.
Drew, who officially won the Edrass versus Andis 1 for a grudge match? That, and by that I mean who scored the final blow? Who took down one of those two PCs?
Oh, was it? Oh.
You guys have already blown a question, so don't think too hard. It's just for fun.
Andis.
Andis lost, unfortunately. He went down and Alyndra scored the final blow. So we'll never know. We'll never know. After being revived by Alyndra, Rami cured her confusion, and everyone else managed to destroy these monsters that made you guys turn on one another. My question to you, Myles, is what is your favorite sody pop?
Ooh, that's a tough one, but I love a good old classic cream soda.
Cream soda.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I had written down here Diet Coke because I thought you were a basic witch.
I dislike almost any diet drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
But I love some cream soda, and I actually don't mind that new Dr. Pepper and cream soda. It's pretty good.
You heard it here first, folks. Go out and get you some.
It's weird to see all these diet sodas go away and be replaced by zero.
I'm for it.
Do you know why they do that? Because there's a reason.
I have a feeling I'm about to learn.
Because they sell.
They sell because diet has traditionally meant a soda for people of the female persuasion, and zero they can operate a soda that is not diet but still has all the same stuff.
That's not necessarily true.
In certain territories, they actually named it like Coke Zero, like maybe it was Pepsi. It was like Diet Pepsi and then Pepsi for Men.
They should charge more for zero drinks then. I think we need a reverse of the pink tax. If men are dumb enough, and they should make them the exact same drink.
If your fragile personality is just comes unhinged at a diet drink, then
I will say on the podcast, Coke Zero and Diet Coke taste very different.
They do. They taste very different.
Yeah. Anyway, we got
that is not the only thing that's different about these two sodas. Is the name.
We're getting off the cream soda's delicious track here. Thank you, guys. No boon, no curse this week. No jinx as we get back into the action. And indeed, I mean, we're right back in it as that combat ends and you guys are picking yourselves up. Andis maybe finally standing up. And I believe we talked off air about some healing serums being injected, maybe some pill forms being swallowed, things of that nature to get you back up. And Edrass, what healing ability do you have here that you've used?
Edrass is still a divine champion of Sarenrae, and as such, he has access to the healer connection, and he gets mystic spells that are connected to the healer connection, and he can cast a 6th level mystic cure, which does 20d8. I think we said. I gotta scroll back up real quick. 20d8 points of healing when he uses it as a 6th level mystic cure. He can also, when he does so, cure negative levels, and he can also transfer his hit points to someone else. So even if I didn't roll high enough, I can just move hit points as well when I do that. So it also has a few other little fun tidbits that maybe come up sometime down the road, but for now I was able to roll a 90 on that, so for Gibert, and I think we got them all topped up.
Question, because I forgot about this. We went down, some of us went down the first radiation.
Oh right.
Yes. So I don't actually have that up in front of me, but you actually only need to make the radiation sickness disease if you get hit with the 2nd level. So I think you first go to weakened, which you are still at, weakened on the constitution, so you have those negatives, but you don't get sick unless you get to impaired, the 2nd level.
I just want to make sure I have that correct.
Okay. So he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need any kind of healing or.
Well, if you have something that you would like to do,
I have remove affliction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that.
And
would work.
that is supposed to neutralize curses, disease, infestations, and poisons or other harmful conditions.
There's some that don't work on radiation, but
right.
This one, it's also a thing like if you rest, then I think you'll have a chance to beat it back again. Weakened is for on the Constitution track is -2 Fortitude saves.
But just a Fortitude saves?
Yes, and every time you fail an attempt against a Fortitude save or poison, maybe we missed this, you lose HP as per on initial exposure. But yeah, -2 to Fortitude saves, Constitution checks, Constitution-based DCs. Not a lot of those in this game, but how's everyone else doing? Are you guys wanting to rest up here? Does anyone not need to take a 10-minute rest?
I definitely did.
Yeah,
As does Edrass.
We're taking a 10.
Even Alyndra needs 10-minute rest.
We're going to sit in a circle and we are going to meditate, and no one is going to touch anything.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, but what does this button do? Let me just.
I mean, there's this blast cryopod behind you that didn't open up, and you're sitting right next to it,
like
Gibert.
leaning up against it, precariously close to like a.
And
lever.
obviously, there's like a thick rime of frost that is obscuring you from looking inside. But all it would take is one simple hand swipe, maybe a back and forth motion to be able to see what lies beyond. But don't think about that. Just wait 10 minutes.
Yeah, like 5 seconds before the 10-minute timer, and it sort of stands up and says, "Wonder what's in here."
At 9 minutes 50 seconds. Yeah. So, just another reminder: the last time, Alyndra, you did strike out against the very one of the xenoarchaeologists that you were meant to save here, Nifri Zamas Gidron Sai, and they pieced out of your party. They ran away somewhere in the facility.
I feel really bad about that.
Yeah, maybe you should.
I have a question. Do we now do we remember what we did while confused?
Oh yeah.
We need.
So Alyndra realizes that she hurt this guy, or swiped at him. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to send that guy a fruit basket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edrass and Andis, you both remember that you were in a slug fest.
Andis just sort of awkwardly doesn't make eye contact with Edrass.
Yeah. Edrass maybe puts when he heals you, he just kind of maybe puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, yep.
Yes.
You're a lot tougher than 147. I think I probably would have been able to take them. Oh boy. Oh goodness gracious.
Andrew, I did look it up. I cannot help you with your radiation, so sorry, buddy.
Yeah, gonna have to wait that one out.
Yeah, we can set up a medical lab when we rest for the night, and we can do like some long-term care checks with medicine. So.
Right, so 10 minutes can pass here as you guys catch your breath. You've bandaged up the wounds you need to, and in healing serums what you want. Does anybody want to do any other healing? Some maybe medicine check healing, or
if anybody has medicine check healing that they can put on Edrass, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Where does it put my medicine?
Yeah, I have an advanced.
My medicine's still good.
I have an advanced med kit as well. I can do some.
Okay, yeah. So it's been so long since I've done medicine in this game.
DC 20 with the advanced med kit.
20. Is there an optional higher DC in this one, or that's
if you just hit it 5 above that, you also add your intelligence modifier.
Oh, okay. Well, perfect. Well, here we go. Yeah.
So don't roll a 1 or a 2 there, but you would have had that. Right. So you get 13 hit points back plus 3. So 16 back with just a minute of wound coverage.
Do you need more, Edrass?
Yes.
So I think that the way that treat wounds works, Starfinder, somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you can only use it
once per day.
I thought that was only applicable to one person.
Nope, it's the patient.
It is the
patient can only receive it once
Does
per
anybody
day.
else need treat deadly wounds?
I'm
Alyndra?
good right now. I don't think
I used my my serums, so with my rest, I'm not fully done with my HP damage, but I'm pretty caught up.
Well, then we might as well top you up, right?
There's no reason to not do this if you are low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as we'll insist upon checking your reflexes and maybe making you look at a pin while we wave it back and forth.
Well, hang on,
Just checking you out, making sure you're ready to get back in there.
I could use some of that too, granted.
Oh.
So I could use it on.
well.
I could use it on Rami.
All right, Rami, you're good. You get also 16 back, and then Gnak, we'll check that. We'll check that the lacerations on that little tail. Yeah, you're also good. 16.
Nice, thank you.
Everyone's
Nice.
feeling it.
I wrap up some little burns on your little paws.
You know, I almost died, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Those burns on your paws are very serious.
Oh, also, while Gnak was taking his 10-minute break, Edrass was duct taping a dagger to his tail.
Right.
You're gonna fight with us.
Like we bandage up his tail, and when he's not looking, we also like bandage around a knife.
Yeah. And even Gnak turns around, he's like, "Listen, Alyndra told me I should do this. I'm just following a recommendation from a friend."
Yes, flanking buddies, I believe it's called.
Yeah. I think we're all set.
So I think we're good to go.
Why don't you have a tail blade, Tyler? That's the real question.
I mean,
Because I have a...
he doesn't have the tip of his tail. What's
What?
it going to attach to?
Yeah, you just it replaces it.
Just shove it
Put
in
a
the stump.
sword there.
It's got a robotic sword tail.
Welcome to my tail, Doshko.
Yeah, you should. Right. So once you guys are all fully healed up here, what is the next plan of action? What would you like to do? And just a reminder, you're now in what seems like a medical room of some sort, a torture chamber perhaps, but oddly, unlike the rest of the facility, the walls here are moving by themselves. You see like parts of that look almost veiny, that seem to throb, and others that expand and contract like you're inside of a giant lung.
We came to this room because our NPC buddy told us there was a secret room in here.
Mhm.
So we need to search for the secret room.
Okay.
Also, did all the pods open?
No, the one in the middle did not.
2 out of 3 did.
I want to check out that. Edrass would go to check out that pod.
All right,
Make sure there's nothing in there.
I'll wipe the frost from the window and peek in.
I'm sorry. This just reminds me of Spinal Tap when the third pod, or that last pod, just doesn't open until after the song ends. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, and here's the third Prexian mutant spa. No, as you open up this one, I believe. What else is in here? Let's see. Oh, there's so much stuff in this room. Cryopods, I see. Yeah, so I didn't really describe these too well. Wiping away the frost, there is some electronics that kind of spring to life. Maybe some soft beeping and lights that kind of show on its exterior, and perhaps a small bit of electricity kind of around it. It's actually inside this pod. Oh boy. So I've moved away from here in my book. This room is huge. I think it's a couple pages.
Is this the center pod or the left or the right?
I'd like to think it's the center pod. Yeah. Okay. Maybe there's nothing in here. Maybe I've built this up for not a lot of effect, because I'm looking through my notes and I thought there was indeed some treasure here. But I think as you wipe that away, maybe this one isn't like fully operational, because you see some kind of like skeletal remains inside that looked like it wasn't sealed properly, and they are extremely like mummified, just like crumpled in on themselves, and you don't see like a ton of bones. It looks like whatever this creature was not extremely humanoid, maybe like an animal or something of that nature. It was, only a couple feet tall. But unfortunately, if you want to crack that up, you don't see anything of value inside. But that is our third cryopod apparently did not mutate into a Prexian mutant spawn. You're welcome.
The real OG. Well done.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
So
good news. Well, maybe we should check these. I'm curious about these undulating walls.
Is there a roll you want to make for that? Maybe mysticism or something along those lines?
I've got some mysticism on my roll to investigate. I'll use my dream wishes. Dream wishes. 27 on mysticism.
So I think you get, and maybe everyone can get this a little bit, but maybe not put a finger on it exactly. There definitely was evil that was infused into these walls. You perhaps sense that, and that goes along with maybe some of the nasty images that were blasted into your brain by whatever these Prexian mutant spawns perhaps were centuries ago, or whatever manifestation took place here that brought them forth from an outside realm.
Well, I don't like that at all. I punched this wall.
This is why we rested first.
Evil wall.
Yeah, just touching it, you get a wave of kind of nausea. I believe anyone would. Not something that comes up a lot, but is everyone here at this point in time in campaign world a good aligned? Do you guys all have good in your alignment? It's not something I ask very often in Starfinder, which is nice.
I am neutral.
I am also neutral.
I'm neutral good.
I think with your mysticism check, then, Andis, you'd be able to feel that. Perhaps not feel the nausea, though.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Edrass is also chaotic good.
Yeah, I figured as much. Right. So what else? I mean, there's a couple more walls here and some looks like surgery tables in the middle of the chamber. What would you guys like to do next?
Is there something I can push over? I can't do much, but athletics.
Push over?
You can push over Andis if you really want to.
Flip the table.
Like you need to.
Actually, I have no. I don't. I don't have
maybe
skills.
I guess I'm curious about these tables. Maybe some interesting loot was left behind in a drawer or something.
A drawer, you'll say?
Maybe a drawer. Tables sometimes have drawers, right?
Up to them, indeed. I think there's maybe some evidence of like built-in like boom arm, robotic arms with obviously like super evil sci-fi surgery or torture equipment. There's like drills and saws and things like that, needles that have all kind of perhaps rusted over. But yeah, as you go along these, you guys can tell these are indeed the tables that you saw in your vision, where you saw these creatures and humanoids being experimented upon, and can kind of feel that indeed they were once perhaps bathed in radiation here in this area. Autopsies and experiments, cruel experiments on animal and plant life abounded here for a long time. There is a holographic computer interface built into each of the tables that has a computer attached to it.
Well, I used to be great at computers. Now I'm just acceptable to computers. Is there somebody else who can get this?
I can do this, but
so can Rami.
You guys want to interface with these evil tables?
Rami,
try to hack in?
Can you do it remotely? Like from 5 feet away?
Rami will do it.
Okay, so you want to pop up inside and start hacking into one of them?
Yeah.
Should give me a computers check.
I'll provide aid if I'm able.
It's a 46.
Goodness gracious.
19 on the dice. Don't think we need the aid. Yeah, you are indeed, because I think you could potentially still... No, you went down. That is even not being able to read Sibian anymore, if that has gone down. Hacking into the workstation, indeed, you can find a plethora of information about these tests, these huge bombing test runs that were conducted elsewhere on this planet millennia ago, and live subjects that were brought back to this place. And indeed, you get some very specific data on humanoid creatures, sentient life that they experimented on here. And do you have life science, Myles?
I do.
Why don't you give me a roll for that as well?
29.
Oh boy, I almost looked like it was going to be a 20, but that's more than enough. These are packed creatures. These are things that you have met before, perhaps. These are Bantrids that were, kind of listed in the Sivian computers here as, slaves or test subjects by Civ military science tests under Commandant Vaaranas. But indeed, it is pretty horrific mounds and mounds of data about the lethality of radiation and other harsh chemicals used on these creatures, all forms of life. And I think with your understanding of techno magic things as well, more than likely this horrific anti-life experimentation that they were doing here is what has caused these Prexian mutant spawns, these demonic incarnations, to twist themselves into existence in this room.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's a fun start to the episode. What would you guys like to do next?
So there are no doors or, holes in the floor or anything that might be hiding a secret room?
Why don't you make a perception check? You want to walk the exterior, kind of like feeling. I think as you guys are...
I'm not touching that wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to calm down. Like when you got in here, it was like throbbing, but now for the most part, it is wet. It glistens, but I think like perhaps killing or banishing these mutant spawns, some of the energy has dissipated, whether they were drawing energy from the room itself or the room, was feeding back on them, reenacting all the evils that went on here. It seems to be subsiding a little bit. But yeah, why don't you
Can I use diplomacy on the walls?
Oh my god.
Sense motive on walls. Why don't you make me perception?
All right, here we go.
And you guys all can try.
32.
Yeah.
36.
Let's say who's got the highest here. Oh, I don't think. Yeah, you don't really see anything. There's a 19 and Rami. Nothing in the way of a secret door. Or the only thing of note that you really haven't explored is in the corner of the room by the cryopods. There looks to be some kind of smaller electronics panel.
Investigate.
Yeah, I think Alyndra would suggest that Rami look at that.
Yeah.
I'll probably hurt it.
Yeah, Rami, he's, while still recovering, I think is only happy to kind of get back into something that he feels comfortable doing. So yeah, showing off computers is something that he's totally down to do.
That's right over here. Once you guys can place yourself wherever you'd like. Does anybody want to help out? This is like another kind of computer interface.
I can help out.
Yeah, I will too.
Alyndra is going to stand back and watch Rami as he is doing this, just in case he splits into two again.
Give me another perception check, Myles.
Right.
Start down. Got some easy aids here.
29.
Okay. So as you go to start investigating this panel here, that some sensors start kind of going off. I think you maybe get like a quick scan as something tries to like penetrate your mind here, and you guys get blasted once again with, oh boy, some sensory overload. I need, let's see, how close is everybody here? How close is everybody right here? Nice. And this is, no, this is everybody. Then 20 feet, right? Yeah. Go ahead and everyone give me a will save.
Oh boy.
DC 21. Woo! Getting by the skin of your teeth this time.
That 21 popped up the second you said the word, and I'm very happy.
Oh no, Andis. Oh no. And I think Andis is the only one that failed here, but yep. Oh yeah. I thought you said nope. I was like, I think you maybe have. This is very similar to, I think, what these demons were doing to you as digitized information kind of tries to download into your minds here. And you all are taking some damage, and you are not going to believe this, Gibert. Or maybe you will, and maybe you'll be very angry. I brought up the initiative turn order maybe prematurely. Mm-hmm. Candace 148 also gains the confused condition.
Believe it or not.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, I was about to say, if not everyone is confused, we might be okay.
Yeah.
But
But
as long as Alyndra is not confused, I'll survive the day.
I was going to say, Alyndra's standing right next to Andis. This is not great. But,
Boy,
and she's looking at Rami. I said I was looking at Rami.
I'm so sorry. So this is 10d12 electricity damage, and I've also rolled absolute rocks, not a single 1, 2, or 3 here. And well,
This game
I guess
sucks.
also not 12s. But if you've saved, you're taking only half of that damage, which is 37. Is that right? No,
At the same time.
37. Yeah, but unfortunately, Andis, you're getting blasted, and I think unfortunately it's just because you are perhaps a little susceptible as the youngest member here to these unnatural kind of horrors. Once more, I think the images that the Prexians were blasting on you were like kind of exterior visions of the torture happening. These are like memories downloaded perhaps from bantrid victims that assault your mind. What do you have in the way that can stop this, Edrass, this confusion this time?
I guess I don't. Who would have thought? I have like remove. I can literally remove. Apparently, the two things I can't remove are radiation and confusion, which just is so aggravating that even like greater remove condition,
Let's take
nothing touches confusion that I can find, and I have lesser remove, greater remove, regular remove.
Well, the good news is that for a little bit I just babble incoherently, so there's that.
Oh, did you already roll your first one?
Yeah, 22 on that check.
That's act normally, I believe.
Oh, I say.
The first one.
It's awful. Oh, I hate all these things.
So if you want to just
hallway.
yeah, if you just want to like dip, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run out into the hallway and
Just like a
breathe into
werewolf,
a paper
like,
bag.
I feel the change happening again.
Don't follow me! And I'm gonna run into another room.
I'm a monster.
I hope you don't find that NPC that I chased off.
Right, he's in this room. I'm like,
Kill us! Yeah, so you've run into the. Well, do you have the movement to get there on 2 actions? You know, movement action.
I have no idea where movement is here. I don't know. I can move 60 feet.
Okay, so
Probably not all the way there. Probably like, I don't know, over to here or something. Probably just like out the door and down the hall a little bit.
yeah, okay. Make me another save there if you don't want to. If we don't have any. Ooh.
Hey, that's a little better.
Oh, I'm sorry, not a save.
Right.
Waste that 20. I'm so sorry.
No.
A
I'll kill you all.
99, just murder the nearest creature.
And I run back into Edrass. I'm like, actually, I thought better of it. No, I'm going to kill you. But it takes me more than a movement to get in.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to do here? Oh no. Well,
wait. Could I daze?
I run away again.
I mean,
Yes.
I can at least daze him
yeah,
at will as a Lashunta.
Yeah, go right ahead. I mean, he's not that well. He's normally not that good at will saves, but he just waits to the 20.
That doesn't count though. Yeah, it's just daze at will. I don't really know how that works. Just that I'm a Lashunta and can do it.
Make me a will save, Andis.
Oh, 25.
Pretty sure he's got it on that one because it's.
I don't know what the DC is, but probably.
Usually 10 plus half level plus
I think your
key modifier.
Yeah, modifier, which is
that's not going to be great.
cha-cha.
5. So
Sorry, I'm just going
whatever
back
that would
and
be.
taking a look at if there are indeed any other magical items. Is there not any spell that can stop confusion? Is that
None that I have access to or am aware of.
Oh no. Let's see. So, what do you have access to? Just so we're not like doubling up on.
Let's remove condition, remove affliction. Yep. And I'm looking for.
Because you guys got green and white nanite hypo pens when the adventure started from our good friends over at the lodge. The green one does restoration, but
yeah, I checked that.
Calm emotions looks like that could do.
Give me another D100, Andis. I'm so sorry.
All right, so I've actually just rolled one here. It's a 26.
Ah, that is a babble.
That's a babbling.
He's getting ready to freak out, man.
Can I fight defensively or not fight defensively? Total defense.
Yes. And a 53 on this one is you hurt yourself, I believe. Well, not too much damage, right?
All right, 11. Okay.
And I have rolled secretly. It was only 4 rounds.
Okay.
Confusion. It is not that bad. At first, I was like, "Do I even want to have this trap in here after what they just been through?" But I was like, "Oh, fool me once, shame on you, fool! You fool or can't get fooled again." I think after you set that off, you realize that indeed right next to this is where said secret door is. Perhaps there's like some panels that light up as you now have gotten past this. Oop. And is there a
Look at that big ol' ass.
lock or something along those lines? Let me double check. The perception check to notice this without your xenoarchaeologist friend Nifri is super high. It's like maybe you don't find it. DZ 42 to find this concealed door.
There's a I guess. Well, you said it's locked.
Let me just double check here. Actually, I don't see anything about lock, so it looks like you will just have to like access it like some of the other doors, but without a biometric lock. I think just the fact that it was hidden is part of the defense here. But do you guys want to open it? Do you want to take another rest? What would you like to do?
Open it.
Yeah, I'm good. I think who do we want to take point? I think normally Andis, you take point so you can squeeze. If this is a squeeze situation.
No, I'll hang in the back.
Okay, never mind. Edrass is taking point on this one.
Alyndra could do that too. I mean, yeah, I feel bad that I haven't taken a lot of damage. So you're our DPS. I'm a little squishier.
Yeah. Okay. You will call on you when bad guys show up.
The way everyone is surrounding Rami makes it feel like Rami's angels.
Rami's angels.
Ready, girls. As you open the door here, you see a small kind of circular room where orange lights and displays blink and flash from a number of what look like computer consoles and various bits of machinery. Unlike most of the other parts of this facility, the walls here seem to be only made of metal, like a regular metal, and the panels and then computer systems seem to be kind of integrated into the sides. There are large rectangular consoles kind of jutting out from the walls around the perimeter, and a large hexagonal workstation in the center of the room. And on each of its 6 sides are switches and buttons and keys, and a hollow projector atop it with a 3-dimensional topographical map of the mountainous planet here. And in the back of the room, a reveal, there are 3 figures just kind of maybe some of them are looking over the computers and things, but hiding out, we see a female Corlu, an android, and what looks like a Kasathan male. And as you pop inside here, Edrass, and take a look, this is indeed your good friend that Alyndra tried to kill, Sai. It's a very long name. I can't remember.
How'd they get past us?
Into the secret room. Yes, it is Nifri Zamas Gidrin Sai.
Wait, if this is Nifri, then who is that other person?
I guess Edrass would wander in and be like, wait a minute.
This isn't a Christmas episode. This is the thing. Oh no!
Right, so they introduce themselves. The Corlo stands up and says, "What? Are you a rescue party? I am Tala. Thank you all for coming up. Wait, are you the Driftreader crew?" Oh.
Well, Matt Toiler, yes, we were sent here to make sure we could rescue you, but hey, you were just out in the hallway. And Edrass points to the Kasathan.
What do you mean? I have been here with the team for some time.
No, I mean, I know I don't always understand what's going on, but we rescued you from the rubble, and then Alyndra almost attacked you, and you ran away deeper into the facility.
You don't remember that situation that happened out there?
I'm sorry. Can Gnak sense motive on what this person is saying?
Alyndra, I think you've got a freebie here.
Sense motive on what?
The Kasathan that doesn't believe that, or that is claiming that they've been in here the whole time.
I mean, you can go ahead and roll it. Tawa, the Corlu, and this is Ariad N5, the android, say they have been with us for days now. We held up in this room when we were accosted and confused. I don't know what you all are talking about. Was there something else out there that you think? Was there another Kasathan? Maybe another member of a rescue team?
No, it was definitely not another. It was. I mean, they're identical, right?
100%.
Yeah. No, it was identical. It would. I mean, unless you have evil twin that you don't know about.
Edrass, we've encountered evil twins in here already before. Let's just be cool for just a second, buddy.
Oh, you're right. He touched the machine. Oh, why'd you touch the machine?
Wait,
did
so
you
which one
happen
is
to
the
touch
real one?
a mechanical tube out in the prior antechamber?
They all kind of like look around at one another. It's like, we explored the primary room when we came down here, and then broke off into this chamber and then fortified ourselves inside here. But that was many days ago. Yes, but for what you're describing, yes, we examined it before we moved on.
Oh, you messed up.
I'm very. This is Nifri's saying. I'm confused. What am I in some sort of danger?
No, nothing like that. Well, yes, you're here. That is not ideal, but there just may be some confusion momentarily.
If there's something we know a lot about, it's confusion.
That's right.
Hold
Come
on.
and stand next to me, and I'll tell you all about it.
So, assuming that this is what actually happened, then either that guy out there in the hallway that told us about the secret room is he the fake one or the real one? Because why would he as the fake one lead us to the secret room? But also,
well, the fake one might not know he's the fake one, right?
Yeah, we only figured out that we had a fake Rami when they when they touched each other and and one of them time copped.
Yeah, we don't know what the motivations behind the other one.
And I don't think
maybe they couldn't get past the demons, and so they sent us.
Were we smart enough to figure out what the difference with fake Rami was before we walked away, or did anybody have that life science?
No, we were literally stabbing random people. We were rolling dice to determine who we stabbed. And
do you want to explain this to Nifri about what is happening, or?
I mean, it would. Edrass would think it would be easier to show. Maybe Edrass would turn around and be like, "I'm gonna go get the other one. I'll be right back."
You're gonna indeed search around and see if you can find a hiding Nifri.
Alyndra would have said that he ran, the direction he ran. So Edrass is gonna head that direction and see if I can't find them just hanging out in a terminal, next to a terminal or something.
I think while they're
take
gone,
these Nifri snacks to try to lure him out.
Coax him out of the corner like a wild fox. Hey, buddy. Hey, sorry, Alyndra was a little confused for a second there. We're good, right?
Everyone's better now, right?
Right?
I think while
anyway, we want you to
is
touch
gone,
somebody and turn into goo.
While Edrass is gone, I think Alyndra is going to try to explain the situation the best that she can, but also, diplomatically in a way that will not upset them, hopefully, scare them too much, because that's not what we need.
Right, so you guys want to move inside this new chamber, which indeed looks like some kind of master control room with all the computer consoles and bits and bobs.
Can we have Andis stand in the doorway so that it doesn't close?
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm for. So yes, of course.
He just throws his leg out and is like, "Got it." That's it.
It just opens and closes on me repeatedly.
It just does like 10d8 damage every time it just elevator slams into your body.
When you're standing in the middle of an old elevator that refuses to recognize.
Right.
Right. So pretty intense looking computers here. Is that something you want to investigate, Rami or Gnak?
Sure.
Yeah, I can assist.
So there's I think
actually
a couple.
Would it be better if Gnak just touched the computer this time in case we get like a second Gnak out there somehow?
Gnak attack.
We can't be paranoid of every computer terminal we come across in the rest of the adventure.
Tyler. Yes, we very much can.
Can Alyndra be chatting up the xenoarchaeologists and find out more about their research? Well, because she can't read a computer, but she can talk to people.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
Tell me more about this research that you've been doing. What were you sent down here to find?
The Corlo can come up and help out, but it's like, we got word that the site had popped up when we got down here. I think we tripped some kind of security that this ancient site had, but we have not seen anything this advanced or anything as complete and undamaged as this facility and all the rest of the ruins here on Jeddarat.
How many ruins have you investigated so far?
Maybe like 5 or 6 like fully fleshed out ones, and they found some that were like caved in and things like that, so like 12 in total. But yeah, nothing this large and this preserved.
Is there anything that you've found that would lead you to believe that this site is particularly special, that it would have been preserved on purpose?
The Corlu, Tala says, we believe this is indeed some kind of advanced base here. We've not seen this many computers or seen this kind of defensive mechanisms in the other locations, so perhaps this was of greater importance than some of the other sites. Let's see here. Go. Myles, I think we mentioned, do you want to cast comprehend languages again after going down, because it will make these computer checks a little easier. Takes 5 off of the DC. So go ahead and make. Does anybody want to aid on this? I'm guessing you want to go for the central console here.
Yeah,
I'll aid.
Go ahead and make me a roll
for
hacking in
for computers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 37.
37.
Do I need to aid?
Yeah, we'll automatically aid. That is enough to insert yourself into this computer and bypass a deadly shock grid attached to it. Woo! And this is the Nexus master computer for this facility that controls the electrical mainframe and the automated defense measures of the entire facility. And you can see like the main room where the teleportation column is, the shock trap that you had set off there, and all the locks on the doors and things here. Why don't you give me one more computers check while you're in the main files here and digging around.
It's a natural 20.
Okay, so
not even going to try to assist that one.
Well, I mean, you automatically, but yeah, it's pretty quick that you can find the information you need here. These indeed are one of a few ruins that still seem to be online, but have like gone dark planet wide on Jeddarat, that were built by the Civ Dominion many years ago. And it seems like perhaps something set this one off, and there is a virus in this mainframe that seems to be broadcasting out and has caused the chaos with the weather on topside, and also gotten into the holographic coding of the carolers and the logger bots that attacked you up there. If you would like to try and shut this off, that's one more computers check. Who would have thought you'd be just rolling computers all night long?
All right. Oh no.
What you get?
That's a 28.
Oh boy. Oh, repercussions. Let's see. Oh no. It looks like failing to access it that time, even with an aid from Gnak, there is a warning measure that comes up that there is indeed a wipe countermeasure on this computer system. So another failure, and the entire database is dissolved. All the information is gone.
Okay.
We'll make another one.
Yeah. It's a 35.
With the aid of Gnak, that is just a success on that one. Oh my goodness. The DC to get back the deleted information is like 47.
Well, are you also including the extra 5 from comprehend languages?
Yeah, that's actually like adds to the DC. It's a DC 37, so you just make it and are able to start rewriting that virus. So I mean, you can send out information to say those holographic carolers sing whatever you want. The logger bots, you can code them with like a much more nicer, jovial dwarven mannerisms, or just go back to the original programming.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put it in my Spotify's playlist.
Yeah,
Spacify.
Is there
No, Spotify.
any? It survived into the future. Do you want to download any of the information off of this computer? This is something that more than likely your good friend Chiskus would be interested in. This is hard evidence of the Civ Dominion here. Let's cut back to our friend Tyler, who indeed, going through the computer lab, you are able to find Nifri. Maybe a little dent in their armor from Alyndra's blow, hiding behind the desk, who pops out and says, please don't hurt me.
No, I listen. Very sorry about that. That was they were demons. They had spells and stuff, and we didn't mean it. It was a bad prank.
this facility is not safe to be in. We must escape from here as soon as possible.
I agree. But first, there is a computer terminal we want to show you. I want to show you.
Oh,
really.
Goodness gracious. You just walk them back into the room.
Yeah.
All right. Boop, boop, boop. You can place yourselves in here where you want. As he pops in, sees Rami working on the computers and is holding the door. His teammates and another Nifri. Dice here. And okay. He looks over the other Nifri. The two look at each other and they are both kind of stunned, kind of shocked. But neither of them freezes up. They just say, What is happening here? I don't understand. And indeed, they look fairly identical. Perhaps maybe one larger bags under their eyes, and the other, who's just walked in, like I said, has a dent in their armor.
So, armor dent. This is non-armor dent. Been in the room a while, guy.
9 out of 10 dentists agree. Armor dent.
Yeah. So, introductions out of the way.
Well, I mean, to rehash a conversation that Rami's had, both of them are like, I do not know what that is, but that it must be something the facility has done, some kind of defense mechanism. And the other one's like, yes, no, this is not right. This one cannot be. The Quarlu leader and Ariad in 5 are like, oh, we have been with Nifri for days. Oh, where are you from? There's maybe a little bit of shouting. It's like, no. I am Nifri. I came here with these two to investigate the ruins. And the other one's like, I too came here with Tala and Ariad in 5.
Please, friends, we should all just shake hands and acquaint ourselves with one another.
The door slams in your face. You took your mind off it for a second.
Oh no! Nick, where did they go? Oh gosh!
Why don't you make me a diplomacy check? Candice.
All right. Oh boy, that's not
your best, right? No, I think it's
Man,
your best.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Can I sub in for diplomacy?
Yeah.
How about I aid somebody?
Oh, I think you were trying to Diplo.
I was.
Yeah, make a roll. Oh, there's natural 20.
Hey, natural 20.
19 on the roll.
Not my best skill.
Oh gosh.
I make more than that with a -1.
That counts as a failure. Does someone else want to try?
I will try.
No. What do you want to say, Nat? And you're
heart
going
of gold and a tongue of dirt.
Obviously, to make this combo.
Now, everybody, we're here. Things have calmed down. I say, good work. High fives all around.
I'll back him up by giving him a high five.
3 on the dice.
Oh, the lowest I could possibly roll. That's a 29.
29 with your bonus. I think with aids. Ooh, actually, yeah. I think we can get there if we can get a couple of aids. Does anybody want to add something to calm this down?
I can aid. I can auto aid.
Is anybody else able to auto aid or wants to give it a try?
I have no charisma.
I mean, Edrass does want to help, but
I mean, Edrass can try, but it's just a straight D20 roll.
I mean, if all else fails, Edrass can get on one side and I'll get on the other, and we'll just push at the same time, and they'll fall into each other. I'll be fine.
There we go. Natural
20.
Yes.
That is enough. DC 33 to calm them down as they're like, oh, all right. We will not escalate this, but I am very confused as to what you think we should do in the situation. Yes, one of us is obviously some sort of, do you guys explain what happened with Rami?
Yeah,
we recount the story.
We didn't necessarily say that. Well, I guess we did say that one of them melted into an unrecognizable pile, but
right. I mean, I guess there's not a specific reason why, as long as they're both living, if they both want to keep living, that they should necessarily touch hands. But
regardless of the circumstances,
they've just got to accept that there's a twin.
Regardless of the circumstances of someone's existence, as long as you are where you can collaborate together and things are peaceful, I think, we can make this work.
Well,
we don't, no one has to do anything evil.
I'm confused, though. How do I know that I am me and not a clone? Yes, how do we know that I'm not myself?
I actually know the answer to this question. Because regardless if you are you or the clone, your life has meaning and value. So who had the original identity really doesn't matter. You're all our friends.
Now one of your lives is about to end potentially horribly. But
wow, Gnak, thanks for the assist there, buddy.
Wow.
Diplomacy check.
Put everything into a great perspective.
Now I see why that diplomacy check was a natural 3.
He's like, can we just get this over with and push them into each other? No, they're both like, well, if there is even a chance that I'm going to melt if I touch this one, then I do not want to do that.
All right, I reach into my med kit and I pull out a couple of pairs of latex gloves and I hand them to both of them. I say, "Here, these should help."
Yes. Now we can high five.
Now you can high five and handshake to your heart's content. Just don't headbutt each other.
Well, why don't you guys make me a perception check? Oh yeah. Oh, Gnak perhaps knows this well, trying to figure out which Rami was Rami. You see the same thing you saw on the Rami clone as the original. I guess not the original. The Nifri that was in this room. I mean, it looks like almost like a full body sweat, and maybe there's like a lesion or two that like appears at their elongated temple. You feel fairly confident that is indeed the clone, the one that has been with the other two in here for days, and the one that you guys rescued originally is the original.
Oh wow! So the one that they've said that has been in here for a long, long time, that's the clone.
Mm-hmm. If you recall, in their story, they indeed did separate at some point during their fight.
Who wants to break the news to the squad? I guess it was Gnak's perception check, so Gnak gets to.
But we don't know that the others were. Do we know that the others are clones or not? Or
you have no reason to believe.
Oh, this is a clone conspiracy.
I mean, this is why The Thing was such a scary movie.
Just a bunch of Ben Rileys in here. I tell you what, just stand right over here, and that kind of shuffles him to the farthest position away from everybody else, and just we want to get a decent look at you, just to see what we can see.
And what would you like to do next?
All right, Evie, this is the clone. Kill this guy.
Edrass says very loudly, "But he hasn't done anything wrong. Why would I kill him?"
I'm sorry. Did you say kill them? What?
No, I said thrill them. Thrill them.
No, you said he was the clone and I should kill him.
I said thrill them. Bluff check.
Yeah, no, they're seeing right through you. I don't care what your bonus.
That's a 34.
2 on the dice.
34 on the bluff.
I heard very specifically the Vesk say kill. I'm sorry. We were almost out of this when Drew had to get all mean. Let's make an initiative roll as you start seeing those lesions get a little more uncomfortable, and perhaps some appendages start popping out the side of this thing.
If Edrass could learn how to pronking whisper.
I'm sorry, he doesn't.
If you would have kept it to yourself, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, you guys could have had a clone buddy this entire adventure, but now it's go time.
Blame Edrass.
Y'all laugh like Patrick was going to make us fight this guy.
Would be a good musical number.
I'm just saying, I don't see any specific reason why a clone deserves not to live.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean,
all you gotta do is not touch your buddy, and you got a long life ahead of you.
Right. I mean, I've seen multiplicity. It's fine.
Right. So this guy kind of freaks out a little bit. You see him start twitching, and their eyes go white. The Kasathan eyes maybe roll back, and pulls a knife out and just makes a quick stab in Alyndra's direction. Ah! Freaking out. And
I guess I deserve that. I did try to attack the other one of him. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. He's got the...
You attacked the original.
What is your KAC? Kill him!
33.
All right, that is just a hit. Oop. This is 28 points of slashing damage as it comes at you with what seems like an unnatural strength, perhaps, for a Kasathan scientist.
I have DR against slashing damage, so...
Nice. So the armor...
It's only 15 of that.
Picking up some of that. In turn order here, Edrass, Vaaranas, you are up first.
I can charge through ally spaces. Yeah.
No.
Damn.
Don't believe
All
so.
right.
Yeah, we got tight quarters here, but you want to move up to the Nifri clone.
Man. Yeah. Sorry, Andis.
What?
Oh, it's just sorry. I'm just looking at space for you.
Oh no, that's fine. I stood out here because I have my gun.
Okay. I feel bad stabbing this guy, but I guess I'll just stab this guy.
You could do non-lethal damage.
He just hit Alyndra.
You could do
Where
non-lethal.
are your loyalties?
You have
could do-
DR. Calm down.
You could do non-lethal damage, but the second that we hit this guy enough, he's just going to dissolve into a pile of flesh and bones.
You are really racist against clones.
Yeah, who knew? 38, that is a hit. How much damage?
47. Fire.
47. I think that hit perhaps opens up their side. And it is very much a thing-like scenario. This ability is called Shifting Form. And yeah, perhaps like a growth pops out of the side. You know, their skin ripples back and another Kasathan arm. So it's a 5-arm Kasathan now kind of pops
Nice.
out of nowhere.
That is my whole turn.
How much damage was it? I'm sorry, 47?
47.
Okay, Rami, you are next.
I'm just going to cast a little magic missile.
All right, popping him down with, I'm sure, a good prescribed amount of damage. 3 level magic.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. All right, that is going to bring us to Andis popping in the room.
Yeah, let's see.
You can take a shot from outside.
Yeah, I think
The door.
I've just got a foot in the door to keep it open.
Yeah.
It opens and closes a little
Maybe
bit.
some computers and teammates in the way, but I'm sure you can probably select.
Oh God, I can't tell which is which.
No, you can. You very
Shoot
much
the real one. No, okay. Yeah, I mean, if this is kicking off, and this was all about.
one of them is just standing there like, oh my goodness, and the other one's like, I can't. What? Oh no!
But each one looks more alike than the other.
It's like I'm confused again. Here I go.
Here I go.
Oh boy.
Andis gets confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take pew pew pew. 3 shots.
3 attacks. Shoot them all.
Oh, well.
Shoot them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Natural roll 20. That is a crit.
Yep. That'll be.
Oh no, let's get our shout out.
Let's get our shout out going.
Shout out going.
Do some math.
From, let's see here. I forget if we had this one already. We had a couple of great ones from our good friend Cyber Robert. If you recall their past ones, they say, Alyndra me your ears as I Edrass you. You have a real knack for these crits. And this for Rami is almost done. Watch the lights DM from their eyes. Incorporate all of us, and I appreciate
Pretty
it.
good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Even the DM made it in there. I like
yeah, finally. I'll put this in the chat so you guys can read it because it's a thinker. And this for Rami is almost done. For Rami.
I don't get the Forami part.
I figured it out at one point. Forami. And this is like a those like tongue twisters from the newspaper. I think foray and this foray is almost done. Maybe.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a A+ try.
It used all of our names.
That's right. So that's why I got an A+.
How much damage are we talking here on this
We're
first?
talking 86 points of damage.
They're bloodied.
And fort save for staggered.
Fort save. Natural 1.
Staggered. Staggered. 31 to hit.
And with a little bit of a negative here, that one is going to be a miss.
That one's a miss? Okay.
Oop.
Have to roll pretty good then.
Yeah, shooting through your buddies.
Yeah.
They're also they're wary after that first hit that nearly knocked them out. Gnak, Feldspar, onto Hugh.
Get him! And what do you think you are, some kind of real person? Cloney? Clever feint.
Oh, the natural 20s won't stop, can't stop.
On principle, I'm not going to use this bonus.
Yeah.
for the anti-clone rhetoric that's being used.
Cloner.
Jeez.
Yeah, filthy clonite.
Clonies.
Why are we suddenly why are we suddenly bleeding Patreon subscribers?
Friggin' clonies.
Went to the circus, I saw some clones. All right, making an attack here against the fainted. And
That's
all
a-
that.
A 26 to
All that against flat-footed DC. That is a miss.
Aw.
Yeah, very close, but no cigar. Shooting through Edrass. Oh, it gets to go, and it's staggered for its first turn here. So it's going to make a single attack. We'll make this attack against Edrass. We'll take out the crit. Whatchamacallit? Frustrations that it has. Single attack. 16 on the dice is going to be a hit.
Okay.
And that is 27 points of slashing damage as it comes at you.
All right. Doesn't look like all of it goes through.
It's pretty weakened here as we get to the bottom of the turn order with Alyndra, Vallis. It's, maybe one arm, one Kasathan arm out of 5 is like hanging on by a thread, and he's taking a massive hit, a massive blast from the disruption weapon.
Is there any way to move around it to get in flanking position? It's tight quarters, I realize.
Yeah, you can move through the android area.
So I could stand like over here opposite Edrass.
Yeah, it will. I think while it's staggered, it might still have its attack of opportunity.
It's flat-footed though, so it will not have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, never mind. I forgot all about that. I
guess if it's flat-footed, then I wouldn't even have to move to get the benefits of flanking. Is that how this works?
Nope.
Well, you would
gets different in Starfinder.
Oh, right. I'm thinking Pathfinder. Okay.
Yeah, you would get flat-footed and flanking.
Yeah.
Sorry, it gets confusing when you alternate between games.
Yeah.
But,
do you want to get on the other side of it and make an attack?
Yes. I'm going to move over there and take a single attack.
You want to do non-lethal or try to strike this guy down?
Try to strike it down.
Okay, and strike it down you do. 30 here before all those, and you are able to dispatch this clone as it falls to the ground dead.
I don't trust it.
One less clone in the world.
Also, I'm looking out for the psychological good of the real one, because how you would have an existential crisis.
Oh, well, this one
right?
has been attacked by Alyndra and just saw himself killed by Alyndra. So
the least I can do is
I think you should put in a PO request for some psychiatric help from the Starfinders for this.
Yeah.
We'll get you some therapy, dude.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Alyndra's insurance is going to get billed.
Wipes the blood from the Solarian blade. That's a thing, right? Blood on the blade. Yeah, we are out of combat, and the the Quarlu Talas. Was that completely necessary? Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, the clones don't really like existing with their counterparts, so it's unfortunate that we couldn't solve this more peacefully.
Yeah. Well, if that's everything here, I think we can safely say that I am who I am, and Ariad is who they are. So can we get out of here? Are we able to get back up the mountain safely?
That's just what a clone would say.
Oh no!
I mean, listen, we know that you're who you are. We don't know that they are who they are. Because if
That's
you've got
right.
one clone in a room, you have the potential for 2 other clones in a room. And I don't know about you, but I'm willing to...
Yes, I'm going to heat up this wire. 1 secend.
I'm willing to...
What is with all this clonism?
Gnak is definitely going to need therapy after this. He's going, I'm so sorry. My friend already had trust issues, and this has just exacerbated that to a massive degree.
My. Right,
Look,
are you?
we are going to trust that everybody's not a clone until we come across a clone, and then we'll do a clone understanding. Are we on the same page?
No one knows what you're talking about.
We're all just headed back up the mountain.
These are clones. It's on you guys. It's not on me.
I hope there are so many more clones in this AP. I want Gnak to just slowly go mad from all these clone encounters.
Oh, right. If you guys are, is there anything else you want to investigate here? Do you feel like I think you've pretty much cleared this entire level of this entire facility, the entire base here. Are you ready to head back up the main chamber?
For sure.
Does anyone want to, just for old time's sake, investigate the tube on your way out? Take a good look at it. Maybe spit into a petri dish.
I don't want Gnak to tell everyone to kill me.
All right, but what if there's 3 Alyndras on your guys' team?
I'd tell everyone to kill your clone.
That's true.
Deal.
It would be kind of funny to push Gnak into it just so that he had to deal with it. I mean,
I kind of agree.
That is permanent mental damage for Gnak, and Edrass would not do that to a friend.
I mean, he clearly already has it with this clone aversion.
I know,
Yeah,
it would just be so much worse.
Sorry, at the start of this whole thing, my best friend got cloned and we didn't know who was attacking us, so excuse me for being worried about clones!
What if there's a Gnak clone? I roll better on my bluff than he does. And he goes that one's the clone.
Oh, man.
And then I'm Gnak, and Drew, you have the DM.
The whole campaign, we think it's Gnak, but it's actually Patrick private messaging Drew what his actions are every single round.
That's
Kill all the real ones.
As you guys exit the Sivian facility, the Nexus here, going back up the stairs, pulling out some tech with you, helping perhaps the survivors up the stairs, and the facility goes dark behind you. You move out, and the storm has already started to die down, and light has shone over the eastern side of Gibert, and light beams burst through the clouds here, and through them light up the snowstorm and spell out the words "to be continued next week." A little long already here, but inside those clouds as well, I think it's more than enough time for a level up.
Hey! Right.
To 14 of us. Boy, howdy, we really plumbed the depths of. There's been 8 episodes just on this part of this adventure, and we got a couple more.
Hold on, this is officially the highest level we've been in Starfinder, right?
Yes,
across any season. That's kind of exciting. From here on out, it's just gonna be
all uphill.
Record.
That's right. Everything's coming up Millhouse from now on.
I've never had a level 14
All that XP
PC,
we got from killing that clone. Amazing.
Oh my gosh. You are insufferable.
You guys literally could have just walked him out and got him a new identity and got that same amount of XP, but
Nice.
one round of combat wasn't that bad. That's going to do it for us this week, guys. Thanks so much for playing with me.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Patrick.
Patrick.
We'll get back here next week, continue on the adventure as maybe some other stuff is happening here on Gibert as you get back to the snowy peaks having rescued the crew. Thank you for listening to us, listeners, and we'll catch you next time on Cosmic Crits.
Wait, that's the other one.
Did you R?
I did.
You keep
Keep doing it.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.